Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Lori Kennedy here, and I am so honored to have 10 minutes of her time, Dr. Corinne Brown. She's super busy. She's a mom of 2 little kids and is obviously growing her business. So why don't we start off by you sharing a little bit about who you are and what you do?
So I am a naturopathic doctor and a labor doula and a mom of 2, as you mentioned. And I work with women who are trying to have a natural birth. So I coach them and encourage them and use my professional and personal kind of experience in labor and birth to teach them exactly how to attain that.
And we have been working together for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can, just share with everybody sort of what you were doing before we started working together and what led you, how did you come to Mastery and make that decision to invest in yourself?
So before I started with the WBA and with you and with Mastery program, I had actually already done an online business program. And so when I first started with you, I already had a couple of programs under my belt. But the problem was it was too broad. So I had a smoothie cleanse, I had a 21-day detox, and I had this Love Your Labor program. And so now looking back, people must have been so confused when they went to my website, like, what exactly do you do? So what you really helped me to do, because those are all my passions, but what you helped me to do is to trim it down, just streamline it, focus it, which then, now my message is so clear. I can say in 1 second that I'm a naturopathic doctor, a labor doula. I work with women who are wanting to have a natural birth. Done. And then it's really clear what I'm doing. So that has helped my communication, my drive, my business kind of to unfold in this much more direct, clear, productive way.
And you're taking a bit of a different path. Most people that I work with, you have your online program, you have Love Your Labor, but we created a different marketing plan for you that doesn't necessarily follow the typical structure that I normally teach in terms of like lead magnet to email. Can you share a little bit about what we created for you based on the structure of, simple lead gen, but how you're sort of taking the structure and making it your own?
Yeah. So this I would have never come up with on my own. So the Love Your Labor program is 4 modules. And the first module is all about labor preparation. And what you suggested that I do, which is a totally different way of doing business, and that's what I love so much about the WBA and Mastery, is that it's all about giving, right? It's all about go giving. For the Love Your Labor program, for Module 1, we decided to break it off and do it as a webinar for kind of like everyone, or we also are doing it as an in-person 1-day like breakout session, like a class, and then like using Facebook ads and using email marketing, and it's really kind of coming together. And so using that Module 1, we're introducing the message, we're introducing kind of my knowledge, establishing me as an expert, and then from there kind of selling the program and my doula services as well.
And what changes have really happened in your mindset and in your business since us working together, but also I think just the clarity that has enabled you to really focus?
One of the big things that working with you keeps teaching me is that, okay, so when I created the Smoothie Doc, the detox, and the Love Your Labor program, each time, you'd think I'd learn, but each time I created it, I threw it up on social media, I emailed my list about it, and then I was like, why aren't people flocking to buy my program? I kind of thought that I would sit behind my computer, I would do my thing, and then people would just be all over it. When really it takes a lot more like work and engagement and strategy. And so that is really what has, like, that's deepened my business. Just a minute, buddy. it's really helped to deepen my business and make me feel so much more established. And also, the more people that you talk to and the more your network grows, the more confidence that you get. And so now I'm I'm willing to do anything at this point, right? I'm putting myself out there in as many different ways. Like I'm marketing my program to all of the midwives in Ontario right now, through just sending out beautiful cards and introducing them. And I have a professional video shot. Like I would have never done all that stuff, So it's really just getting out there, and it's not about people just kind of looking on the internet for you. It's like you need to get out there and change lives and reach people and speak, and so that has really changed my mindset as a business owner about what needs to be done in order to grow your business and make an impact.
And what words of wisdom would you like to share with anyone watching, whether they enroll in the academy or not? I think it's so important for all of us to just share our experiences so that those of us who are maybe too afraid to put ourselves out there or don't know what first steps to take can feel empowered by the possibility. And watching you, how old is your little one? Like not even a year?
7 months.
7 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll often have coaching calls where you're like nursing. And it's a snow day for you and your son's really standing there in front of you. So what do you want to share with people watching who are maybe thinking, can I really do this? Mm-hmm. And again, regardless of whether you decide if the academy's for you or not, it's important to demonstrate possibility for everyone, because we all have a purpose, and I just want to show what's possible. So what would you like to say?
Well, I think that, we've talked about this and kind of popular media talks about this, is that everyone kind of has this little voice inside of them that's something that they are truly, truly passionate about. And if you listen, it's there, it's talking to you. And if I think back now, I've been in love with babies and bellies and birth and baby and, the whole pregnancy process since I was in grade 5. I can remember my teacher was pregnant and I was like glued to her. I was feeling the kicks. So it was, it was a calling. I felt very like I needed to take care of her and be with her. So, and then now look at what it's blossomed into, right? So really, I really think that, my level of fulfillment and happiness, even though I have 2 kids, and I mean, working with you has been it's been so helpful because I know that you have done this. So every time I'm like feeling like my head's going to explode and I'm like, this is crazy, this is a lot, I'm like, no, Lori did this, and it's just about, priorities and organizing your life. And it's totally doable. Like if I can do it with like no support really, family around and stuff, you can do it. But the level of fulfillment and the happiness that I have in my life and in my business is immeasurable. Like I would never feel this way if I was working like a 9 to 5. And I also want to say about the financial investment, because it's real, it's legitimate, and it's a little scary to take that plunge and to invest in yourself in this way. But I kind of feel like if you have this passion and you have this opportunity and you are debating it and the money is the problem, I feel like just take the plunge, because the money is your commitment to the universe. It's you showing up and saying like, I'm willing to put this forward. Now let's work together and make this thing happen. And that's kind of, it's just energy, right? It's what you're providing to the universe and what the universe will then provide to you. So it's that exchange and that representation of your commitment and your readiness to show up for your life and to show up for your passion and to build this business and make a life that you love.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that, and also for saying that about the money, because it is an investment regardless of whether you do self-guided or mastery. It is an investment and it is scary, but that's such a great way of putting it. It's your commitment. It's your commitment, and it's the demonstration to the universe or whatever you believe, that you're ready and you're willing. So I appreciate that so much. And thank you for your time. I know, like,
You're welcome.
It's a snow day and you have two little ones at home who probably want a snack right now. And I just really appreciate your time, and I'm so looking forward to seeing Love Your Labor grow massively.
Me too.
And we'll talk again soon. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Lori.